stop wasting money on broken marketing campaigns. Are you possibly pouring money into marketing and not seeing the results that you expected and deserve? Today, we're looking at a 3-step system that may change the way that you think about marketing. You have to think, build, and review your way to marketing success. And we're going to talk about some of the core principles behind it that make all the difference. When a marketing system is broken and not profitable, business owners can lose thousands, tens of thousands, or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. Large companies like Coca-Cola, you can lose tens of millions. This happens when marketing is not aligned with results. People often make mistakes in their marketing. Maybe they're not speaking to the right audience. For example, their messaging might speak to women, but the purchasing decisions in that specific industry might be made by men. These mistakes are really common. In home improvement and trades, people often think the man of the house chooses the plumber. However, the data shows it's usually the mom who hires the plumber, the gutter cleaner, the landscaper. And mistargeting can waste a lot of your company's money. Marketing's exciting. Many people make the mistake of launching marketing campaigns without setting up the proper conversion tracking. If you're not tracking what moves the needle and generates actual sales, it can cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars. Marketing problems are usually simple to fix, but it's based on having access to the data. And I get it. It is exciting to launch a marketing campaign, and people want to start getting more money in the door as fast as possible. However, the 3-step system needs to be followed for any business decision. I feel like the reason people often get excited and just jump into marketing is because most businesses start as a one-person operation. But as a business grows, you do need to slow down that decision-making process into the 3-step system. The model is think, build, and then review. First, you need to set up a plan for the business decision. In this case, a marketing decision. This might involve researching all of the available options or thinking through how the model will work, almost like a founding father of the United States Constitution, considering all the ways that the system that you're building can break. After thinking, you build it. This is the part that everyone rushes to because they want to build something right away. But you must first think, then build. Once you've built it, many people think it's done and they move on to the next thing to build. However, you really need to schedule a review period to reflect on whether the system that's been built is operating as efficiently as possible. Sometimes things are not efficient because they're over-optimized, but sometimes they're under-thought and under-optimized. Spending an extra 20 to 30 minutes reviewing it, a week, a month, 6 months later, can make the system so much better. In any era of a business, sales and marketing is the first part. In a business era, a cycle, there's 3 phases: sales and marketing, hiring and training, and operations and systems. Once you have sales, because of your sales team and marketing, you need to hire and train people to fill the orders. Then you need operations and systems so that you can do quality control and make sure that everything is tracked. And once you have sales, the people, and the systems, you have so much more capacity in your business that you can go back to sales and marketing. And that starts a new era of a business. In every era of a business, you always need to think about marketing. Otherwise, you're leaving money on the table and possibly running around with a weighted vest on. If you're only focusing on one aspect of these things at any given point, like not focusing on marketing for a season, it's like growing your business while wearing a weighted vest. You're going to go slower than the person who's weightless because they have someone on their team that's always thinking about marketing for them. Many business leaders don't know what's going on in their marketing. And this might be because, they're wearing too many hats and they're really busy. It might be because the advertising agency they're working with isn't transparent. Business leaders need to have their finger on the pulse of their lead generation. Your marketing company should give you a report. They should keep you in the loop and ask for what they need to make your ad campaign successful. They shouldn't just hide away waiting for you to pay them more money. Every single business owner that talks to me has had a marketing horror story. They've either paid too much money to someone who was doing nothing, or they've paid very little and they got little in return. Or maybe someone's cheapened their brand by giving them bad graphics or videos, or had spelling mistakes in the ad copy because the company was outsourcing overseas. Everyone has a marketing horror story, but it doesn't have to be that way. We have 4 core principles in our business that any marketing company or any marketer can steal. If you do these 4 things, your customers will be happy. They will keep reordering from you. They will keep coming back. And in that process, you're going to make a lot more money for yourself and for your clients. Number 1, over-communicate. No one is mad at you for over-communicating. If you are the marketing company that over-communicates, keeping them in the loop and lets them be a part of the decision-making process, they're going to be happy. Number 2 is to be a teacher. Don't talk down to people. Don't use industry jargon just to get out of the conversation by throwing flashy buzzwords around. Bring the client into your mind and act as a teacher. They will respect you more, want to work with you more, and trust you more. 3 is every project needs a wow item. If in marketing you just blend in with everyone else, your clients won't win. Every project needs at least one thing. It could be a cool video asset, how the video opens, the loading animation on the website, particular aspects of the graphic design or the brand. Everything needs a wow item. That's what makes you stand out in marketing and helps your clients win. Number 4 is take the initiative. Marketing companies and great marketers that take the initiative deserve the money that you're paying them. They're bringing you new ideas, changing things up, and working hard on your behalf while you're sleeping and focusing on other aspects of your business. Most business owners have one person, the CEO, the owner, the founder, who's in charge of thinking about sales, lead generation, accounting, operations, systems, research and development. They have to think about everything and wear so many hats. Be the marketing agency, the marketing person in the corporation, the marketing, employee that can make the CEO not have to think about that one thing. Marketing. Take the initiative. Bring them ideas and solutions to problems that they may not even know that they have. When you do that, you can command the payment that you want. As an employee, if you're solving all of the problems and bringing in value, you can ask for a raise. Prove that you have this value first and then ask for a raise. A good manager should give it to you. Worst case, you have a great portfolio of work to bring to a different employer. When you're trying to make change in marketing, you need to go into it like a scientist. Scientists observe something in the natural world. That's kind of story of like Isaac Newton sitting under a tree and an apple falls on his head. He looks at that as a scientist and asks, why does the apple fall from the tree? Why doesn't it just stay stuck to the branch? He then takes that anecdotal experience and designs an experiment to test it. Once you've tested things and proven your hypothesis, you can roll it out to industry and start to create inventions. In marketing, it's very similar. You observe something. Let's say I'm scrolling on Instagram and I see an ad and wonder why it made me want to click it. Let's say, for example, it's a sneaker company and it shows a sprinter sprinting. Why did this asset make me stop scrolling and pay attention? Was it a spokesperson that I respect? Maybe it's a famous athlete or a celebrity that I think looks cool and I want to look like. What made me stop and pay attention? I would then take a hypothesis and test it against some other data. Maybe I would do some market research to see if other ads for other companies spoke to me similarly. In our business, I might look and see the type of audience that responds well to our advertisements. Maybe it's X, Y, and Z. I take that market research and test it. Maybe we'll do a sample ad budget that's smaller, easier to get approval from if you're a part of a big organization, and you prove your hypothesis and then roll it out on a broader scale. If you make changes like a scientist, you observe something, form a reasonable hypothesis, and pitch it to management or the CEO. If they're a good manager, they will give you the opportunity to run that test. You prove it, and then you have a track record of getting results. You've seen things, designed a plan to use what you've seen, and then you get results for the business accordingly. Just like how Isaac Newton observed an apple falling, you as a marketer need to figure out why people are spending money on your product or service. If I'm in a drive-thru at Starbucks, why am I there? Why am I paying for Starbucks? It's definitely not because it's the cheapest. Is it because I'm walking around with a Starbucks cup as like a status symbol? Is it because there's a cute barista that's, drawing me into the coffee shop every week? I'm engaged. So that's not true in my case. Is it because the coffee is so much better that you can't get it at home? It's not. Or maybe it's the convenience. Maybe it's right across the street from my office and it's really easy for me to get a coffee midday. What is the reason that someone is buying Starbucks. And it might be different for different people. That's something you need to be thinking about as a marketer. Why are people spending money on you? What's making you buy the band t-shirt at the concert? What's making you buy the gym equipment or the gym membership? There's a deeper reason than just like, oh, I have some money and it's right in front of me, so I'm going to purchase it. That's not how the human brain works. People don't buy things because they're just there. They buy things because they're solving a need. There's that old saying, the best time to plant a tree was 10 years ago, but the next best time is now. So think about what needs to change. Build it, and then take some time to review it. Otherwise, you're just going to be kicking the can down the road for someone else to fix the problem that you've created 10 years from now. You may have to spend a full day, a full week, or maybe even a month determining what the story of your business is. That involves customer research. We have a video on our channel about StoryBrand, which summarizes building out the story of your business. It may take you some time to do that and to test multiple theories before committing to one, but if you're going through a big marketing change, you need to take the time to think about it and do it properly. If you're in a larger organization, you need to have enough groundwork laid to pitch your ideas to management and get their buy-in. If the whole organization doesn't buy into the vision of what the story of the brand is, you'll get halfway done and then everything will revert back. The business will suffer more than if you probably just stuck to the old thing. If previous marketers did something bad, take the time to think and review everything that's in front of you. Look at all the data, all the reports, all the consumer research. Look at what your competitors are doing, and look at what's working for successful competitors around you. Take the time to think about all these things, because then you'll have the opportunity to be successful forever. Do not jump into the building phase. To wrap up, we've covered the essential 3-step system to transform marketing in your company. Think, build, and review. Avoid common mistakes and apply core principles. Understand your customers' needs, because that is going to boost your profits. If you found this video helpful, hit the subscribe button, tap the bell icon for more valuable insights. And if you have any questions, just drop them in the comments below. I'm here to help. My name's Keenan Beavis. Let's grow businesses together.